Beer or wine?
Oh, I might have to mix it tonight, I think. Drink some water in between. I'm not here for the culture.
We're going on holiday to Europe and we've got absolutely no plans for what to do once we get there.
We only have the time it takes to get from Dover to Calais to create the ultimate itinerary for our trip.
Best plan wins and time starts now, cause we're already on the ferry!
So the challenge is we've got to find something to do, something to see.
Something to eat, something to drink.
And our itineraries are going to be judged by local experts.
Yes, and we've got 8 hours to complete the plan. That's it.
So let's go get chatting.
Let's do it! I don't want to bump into Hayley. It's like seeing the bride before the wedding.
That's Louise Young, one of the hottest stand-up comedians in the game. She's also one of the most charismatic people you'll ever meet. She'll probably end up leading a stag by the time we get to Calais.
And that's Hayley Morris. She's got possibly the world's most relatable inner monologue, and she's all over my TikTok feed. Hayley's not much of a people person. She prefers hanging out with her dog Donnie, but do not underestimate her.
While I got my bearings, Louise approached a man with a very specific itinerary.
And where are you going to go when you get to France?
I am going to go to the town of Saint-Omer, which is my own fictitious town of Sainte-Marie-sur-Seine. I'm writing a book about 5 small black cats who get into all sorts of adventures, and they have a fine time in Saint-Omer.
I am not dressed in my dog t-shirt for nothing. I've got a plan. I know there's a pet lounge on board. That is where I'm going to feel most at home, surrounded by emotional support of the dogs, talking to people that are just like me, a dog owner. I spy some dogs. Hello, Maisie. Emotional support, very much what I need right now.
Maisie was giving therapy vibes, not travel tips.
Next, where should I go that's going to be the most interesting?
Well, Calais is the gateway to Europe, and I really think you ought to go to Bruges. This lovely small statue is called Manacapis.
That is something to see, and it's small.
Yes, we thought he was bigger than that. I think he's only about that big. He's not very big.
Deceived by the pictures.
While Hayley was getting catfished by a statue, I spotted a potential travel agent.
Some suggestions together for a brilliant day out in France. What would you go and see?
I've heard there's some cool street art in Lille.
Street art's quite cool, actually. Do you often graffiti?
Whilst Louise was endangering passengers' immigration status, I was doing the pet lounge with a Scottish couple and their dogs.
There's a freak museum.
A freak museum?
And you could learn about how they're made, as well as sample them on site.
It's like a learning experience, isn't it?
I was well and truly up and running. Something to see, a pissing statue, something to eat, frites at the Frites Museum.
These two look quite cool, actually. Cool people know what to do with themselves.
After exchanging compliments on each other's impeccable style, I asked this couple where they were heading.
But we're going to be going to Lille.
Lille is a place that's been suggested, and it sounds like it's really cool in Lille. All right, I might have to choose Lille.
Lille sounds cute, and it's less than 1.5 hours away from Calais.
Wait. For like 10 minutes extra driving, you can go to a whole new country.
Hold on, Hayley. I've got more important questions to ask this couple.
Best thing to drink when I'm there.
Oh, we're going to have to pick a nice red wine. What do we think? Yeah, Bordeaux.
Surely.
Yes.
A Domaine della Romane Conti.
Suitor laws, that sounds good. Feeling inspired, I took to the deck for a much-needed break.
Très bien. Joyeux Noël. Les têtes, l'épaule, genoux-pieds.
I am thinking of going to Bruges.
I hear that there's a really good cycling tour.
How do we feel about cycling in jeans? Do you think that's going to be a good...
You might want to, especially with the weather, you might be a bit hot and sweaty.
Hot and sweaty in Bruges. Not my usual city break vibe, but itinerary, done.
I've got Bruges. I've got something to do, something to see, something to eat. I think I'm going to go and have a little chill, regain a bit of my social battery and just relax.
Hayley's relaxing now. She thinks her itinerary's sorted, while I'm still stuck choosing my something to eat. I need to gather every suggestion I can, as long as it's not watermelon. I can't stand the stuff.
What would be your most perfect thing to eat when you get to France?
A tasty lamb-type treat.
Right, cheesy saucisson.
I'll just grab a local croissant.
Cargo, like snails, frog legs.
Have you had frog's legs?
They're like chicken.
Look at me hustling. Judges, take note. And Hayley still had her feet up.
Hayley, what's this something to drink?
Okay, we'll go find something to drink. I need something to drink in Bruges.
No, I'm sorry.
No?
I'm sorry.
Okay, chance been to Bruges? No, not been to Bruges. Okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay, has anyone in here been to Bruges? Anyone in here been to Bruges?
Do you know what I'm thinking? Impressing the judges with some gifts. I think it'll be fantastic. Everyone loves a gift. Need something sophisticated, classy, elegant. This is perfect. So classy. C'est magnifique. That's not the French for that. A bit of bribery never hurt anyone.
You look like you needed a friend. Sparks were flying, but I quickly got back on my can't find a drink in Bruges drama.
Obviously, Belgium's well known for its beers.
Drink
You'll have
beer.
a great
Drink beer.
Yeah. Beer.
With presents for the judges and a cool day in Lille planned, it was time for me to finally take a break. Hola.
See if I can find at least one more suggestion.
It's finished. It's done. I think I've absolutely smashed that.
Now it's time for us to get off the boat.
That was the fastest 90 minutes of my life. Now, bring on the judges.
That was so quick. I didn't even feel like we made it here, but we're here.
I had a lot of kind of out there suggestions, but I think I've got a strong itin. That's short for itinerary.
How are you gonna pitch yourself to the judges?
I've got this berry.
I feel like that might be a little bit pick-me, but hang on, are these the local judges here?
An actual mime.
I mean, the producers did say they'd be local, but I didn't think we'd be going so local.
They may as well have a string of onions around their neck.
Let's give them our best itineraries we've got.
May the best man win. Let's do this. So I have brought some gifts along for everyone. So just remember this when it comes to judging whose plan is better. You're very welcome, I'm very generous. My plan that I'm proposing that me and Hayley have to do is we're gonna go to Lille, which is not an obvious kind of place to go. I wanna do a walking tour of the graffiti and the street art. I would like to see the architecture, love a bit of architecture. Even if it makes us sort of cry in terror, I will eat a snail. I think it's the right thing to do. I just want to honour your ways and your morals. What we're going to drink is a very fancy French wine from Bordeaux. Yes. Remember those gifts. And what do you think about my plan, everyone?
Ah non, c'est pas une bonne idée. Surtout pour boire du vin.
I think that was not a good thing. For my plan, my itinerary, that rather than us staying in France and annoying you all, I'm going to take us out and head on over to Bruges, see your cousins in Belgium. While we're there, we're going to go to the Fruits Museum. We're going to get a little education, and then we're going to go on a little bike tour around Bruges. Might even see the pissing statue. I've heard that's all the rave in Bruges. And then we're going to end the day with a locally brewed Bruges beer. What do we think?
C'est une très très bonne idée. Et d'ailleurs, j'adore vos chiens sur le t-shirt.
Merci. Donnie's getting all the compliments. I mean, I feel like I'm getting a good reaction here.
This is quite upsetting.
A flower. Thank you so much. Does that mean I've won?
That's enough. That's
Have
enough
I
of that.
won?
I'll have these back. Thank you. Waste of time,
Right,
waste
we're
of
going to
money.
Bruges.
Goodbye. Au revoir.
Let's get this show on the road. We are going to Bruges. Merci.
Le bike and peace n'est pas à Bruges, mais à Bruxelles.
Right, get that berry off. We are going to Bruges.
I kind of don't want to take it off now. I feel like it's part of my personality. I'm disappointed, but I am quite looking forward to a good bike ride, just like this gentleman.
Oh, we're going to look just like this. Minus all the fishing.
A scenic drive later and we were in Bruges. We had 6 hours to see everything, and trust me, we'd need it because the place was absolutely unreal.
So, this is Bruges. I mean, pretty good for me, I would say.
Do you know what? It's not bad.
And now we're at the Fruit Museum.
We are at the Fruit Museum.
The one and only.
I've seen that in Blackpool.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've been told mayonnaise and chips is the thing here.
There was a lot to take in at the Fruits Museum. Turns out the Belgians are very passionate about their chips. Do you know when I'm just sort of like standing around like someone's like explaining something important, this is the type of thing that's happening in my head.
Same, yeah. When we were actually earlier on the boat asking people questions, this was what was going on.
I just never knew that such a good time could be so carb heavy. The vibe in the Fruits Museum was absolutely frying me brain, but maybe I was just hungry. This lovely chip master insisted that we sampled his goods.
Let's go. Thank you so much. Something to eat in Bruges? Fruits. Cheers. Cheers. Good decisions. I think I made a pretty good call.
Yeah, 100%. I'm happy to admit defeat.
How do you feel about that cycling tour?
Oh, good. And I've got a costume change. So just give us about 10 minutes and then you can follow on.
Right.
Whilst I was waiting for whatever the hell Louise was up to, I met up with our tour group and pretty quickly ran out of small talk. I have heard Belgians like a tight schedule.
So, where is she?
Oh, here we are. Wow.
She's ready to cycle.
Okay.
Thank you.
She's ready to go. I mean, this is worth the wait, to be fair. It's a real choice, though.
Well, I'm keeping things professional.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was going like more Tour de France, but it looks a bit more like a Berlin sex club.
A little bit.
I'm sorry about that.
You follow me?
We'll follow you.
I can't remember the last time I've rode a bike.
Oh, there's a real bump down. Here we go. Let's go.
Is Belgium attached to Holland?
Either is or it's very close.
Here at your left side, you see the Blacksmith Gate. This is called, in the Flemish language, the Smedenpoort. So a very beautiful bridge from the 13th century. Have a look, what do you see?
A skull.
A skull, yes.
Looks like me after last weekend.
The tour was great, but I couldn't stop wondering, when were we going to see the pissing statue?
So I heard a lot on the ferry about mannequin piss, this statue of something pissing, and it's been sold to me as like the seventh wonder of the world sort of vibes.
But this is not here. This is in Brussels. But
Okay.
Brussels, that's far away from here. It's 100 kilometers approximately. It's very far away. So
Not on a bike.
Not a bike there. No.
That should do it.
No. Well, would you like to see something else?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Hayley, this is genuinely a beautiful city. Thank you for bringing me here.
You are welcome.
It's nice cycling, but after a while it's like, oh, I'm getting left alone with my thoughts for too long here.
We still had our Belgian beer to sink, and I had something up my sleeve for Louise.
The final bit, the drink,
Yeah.
which I have set up.
You've laid this on for, have you?
I have. Got to be very romantic, and I've got you an extra special beverage there for you.
What is it?
That, my friend, is special for you. It is a watermelon beer. I heard you love watermelon.
You evil cow.
Yeah, thought it'd be a lovely little forfeit
I
for
hate
losing
watermelon.
today.
I can't even have watermelon shampoo.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy. Ugh.
That's all right, actually. That's not watermelon.
Not watermelon, no. It's actually just a brewed beer from Bruges.
A brewed beer from Bruges. Quite hard to say that after you've had a bit of that.
Yeah, don't drink one of those and try that.
Okay, I'll not. What a lovely day we've had.
I know. Ticked off quite a lot there.
I'm surprised by Belgium. I didn't think it was going to be.
Me neither. I'm coming back here.
You did well.
Yeah, something to do. Museum. Something to eat. Frites, which were like the best frites I've ever had.
What else?
Something to see. Skull.
Seen a skull.
Yeah. Not a real one, but and now here we are.
We did it.
In like the most gorgeous park I've ever been in.
It's absolutely beautiful. The sun's shining. I'm in Lycra. What more can you ask from life?
Truly. Locally brewed Bruges beer.
Well done.
The alliteration on that one.
Well done.
Chin
pet.
chin.
Chin chin. It's still slightly
Delish.
horrible.